All right, here we are for day 23. Today, I'm still working on these slides. It's been too long. I did two big talks back to back, and of course, I always write the slides at the last moment. And of course, this time I decided to write my own slide building platform in order to help me write the slides. Of course, that didn't help. But I think it's also a fun example of integration with Rook. Maybe I'll start off with a little tour of that thing. I just sat down, so I've also got to make sure it works. Let's start from scratch. All right, you can open a deck. I just made it default to the thing I'm working on since everything's in motion. I like using this Chrome thing where you can stick them next to each other. Sure, that'll do, I guess. And yeah, here's the slides that it built for me. They look cute. Pretty stylish, right? And so my application, you can do all this stuff. Eventually I'll make it where you can drag these around. I'll probably make it where they have like little mini images that render whenever we need them. It's not all perfect though. Sometimes the slides come out a little bit weird. If you want to see how these slides came into place, then yesterday's conversation with yesterday's stream was interesting. Probably wasn't interesting. Most of it was like my voice was bothering me, so I was typing a lot. Me. But I was explaining to Rook, my assistant, here's the process for building slides. And so we're creating a skill as we also create the slides. And we did brainstorming, which I already had something in place. So that was almost a null event. We created outlining. We went from outline to like, here's all the content that goes on a slide. We went from, and that was just like what stuff do I talk about on slide 5? Not any organization to it, but just chunking it up so it was slide level. And then we went to what is the text on the slide versus like what is speaker notes, so that the slides are ideally kind of minimal, like you see here. And then I said, all right, we'll make the slides. There's a step there for figuring out what style that you want to have. So the skill has that in it. I've got a few different kind of different styles that you can choose from, and your agent will talk you through it, your Rook. And then you just say go, and it makes these slides based on the content that you've talked about. So none of this stuff is unexpected. And it's mostly good, but I need to look into it a little bit more. And also, like, there's places where I don't necessarily like the way it looks. And one of the pain points I've had previously when trying to create slides with an agent is, okay, something's broken, so I'll have to tell you how to fix it, and then you'll fix it, and then I'll look at it, and then we'll see if you did right. And that's just, that turnaround is so much harder than me just changing things. So it's not quite as nice as I want it to be, but I can still, like, type stuff, and it's going to update as I type. So there you go. You can also do things like move images and stuff around, change font size. So something where it's like, if I don't want to tell the agent to do all these things. Also, a pain point in the past is like when I say, I want you to change something, and there's no way for like me to point. So I built a way to point. I can click this and I can say, do stuff to this. Make these green on every slide. Whatever, you can say whatever you want to. And when you do that, right now it's just popping up down here. Soon I'll have it hooked up to the agent, so the agent sees what I see. Maybe it just like it bypasses any UI at all and just goes directly into the agent. Or maybe I load up several changes and then I can edit them, do things down here before I finally submit to the agent, and the agent responds and changes everything. Now, of course, it's a work in progress, so I don't actually do that. I copy and paste it to Rook. So But getting there. The actual work today, I've got to reread what I've signed up to do because I think I have the very unfortunate experience of having signed up for a talk and then I didn't. That was so far in the future that I know it would be easy to eventually do it. And then I didn't read what I'd signed up to do. And now it's the weekend before it's due. And I've got to do the thing I said I was going to do. So that's why we're here today. Is this still is this still working on Rook? Yeah, via demo, and the slides themselves are going to be discussing aspects of Rook. Bring your own agent, things that I want to get out there into the world. But wish I was just slinging code today instead of writing slides. All right, let's start the fairly boring portion of the show where I just go heads down and do stuff. Of course, as always, I'm starting my work by doing something completely different than I said I was going to do. Be strong. here's what I've got to fulfill. Hmm. I need a demo the evolution of agents. The whole goal is to show how dumbly simple an agent or agent harness is. It's not that Claude Code is the emperor with no clothes. It's more like all of his clothes are falling off right now. You don't need all that complexity. Hmm? Grr. In this folder, I'm going to create a set of code for demonstrating um, from simple to complex how agents are built. We're going to walk through some examples starting with simple call to a model and then wrap around tool calling around that and wrap around um, a user message around that. And then we'll start getting to more interesting things like hooks. Again. So create a new directory in there called do that for now. Oh. Hmm. How do we update that skill? I forgot how we installed it. Do that. Sure, do that. Hello.
Question.
Nope.
This thing, what is this output file?
That's where you want it to save to. You don't type literally output file. But if you did, it would save it at a file called output file.
Oh, okay. This is the one. So here's a file.
Mhm.
I want this file to be chopped from this and this from start to the end.
Mhm.
Right? So the name here is this file's name. Is
Mhm.
that right? Okay. And then I'll add, I want this file to be start from here and the end to be here. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's start time and end time. And this is, and make that new file's name this. Is that what it means?
Yes.
Okay. So can I change it to new file name or new name?
Yeah, but remember that's just the notes so that later you can refer to it. But yeah,
Right. Yeah, but output file didn't make sense to me. I was like, what? Where can I find that? Okay, name the new file or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's hang out with me. Or not. It's okay. You can have your little desk there.
So I was doing the calculation.
Can you find any skills for working with OpenAI models? NPX find skill. Da, 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 da. Fancy schmancy. Is it verified to be created by OpenAI? And what is it talking about? Security threats. What does that mean here? Give me a URL for this. All right, that's not what I want though. Yep. Make the request be to tell a joke. And then in the double underscore main, make it where I can run it. In everything that I'm going to do today, I want to make sure the code is simple and clear. Don't add special exception handling logic or logging unless I ask you to. This is intended for teaching purposes. Oof. You might want to look up some documentation if that's the problem online. Oh, that's yours?
Yeah. You want it?
What's the name? What's the name?
What's your name?
All right, what do we got? I don't want you to use global vars like this. Just go ahead and inline everything. We can go ahead and move this up. Okay. In this instance, make the main function take an input, take a user prompt as its input argument, and inside the double under ask, actually use the input method to get the input from the user. Oh, come on, I could have done it faster than that. Okay, this is great. Now create I want to show how I want to let this code be the starting point. I mean, the previous file be the starting point, and I want to extend it with a literal while loop, so that if there is any request to make a tool call, that we execute the tool call and pull that information back into a growing list of messages. Quick question though, what's a good example of a tool? Something that's real and actually looks out into the internet to grab a piece of data. Something simple and dependable. Yep.
Question. It said those file doesn't exist.
You gotta show me what you're doing.
Usual.
I'm gonna make you a programmer.
Okay, so that's the thing you made me. I make the start time and end time, and that's the thing I download from June. There are two. This is screen share, and this is you guys side by side.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to clip that into shorter, which is start time and end time. That's what I did. That's the name of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So I see what's going on, so we can fix it pretty easily. The way that everything in a computer system works is, this will be a quick lesson. It basically, like, this is my home directory, and this is where I keep all my stuff in another folder, and this is blah blah blah. Okay, so it's a directory structure. So that doesn't know that it's inside the download folder. So let me see. Can you show me where you're trying to run it, and then? Okay, I'll push up to see what you're in. Yep. The present working directory is your home directory, Kumiko Berryman. So we're going to change directory to, that tilde means your home directory. That's the same thing as that, / downloads. Okay. And now when you run it, it's assuming that everything you mentioned is in that directory. You could also, like, say, you could have put in front of these my home directory downloads / Doug, and that would have also told it exactly where it lives. Okay. But before I run it, this is a little bit dangerous. It's going to take that file, chop a chunk out of it, and copy it into a file with the same name.
No, it's not.
Doug. Speaker. Okay, 1 letter difference. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Ready? That was quick. ls to list everything in this directory. It says it's there. Open do tab speaker single. The output is the single one.
Wow.
A special guest on Doug Turnbull is here with me right now. Maybe this is good in the AI.
You wanted a whole hour out of it?
It's not whole hour. Well,
it's 15
that's already
minutes.
chunk. You got like 15 minutes before that.
Yep. Okay, so that is, I agree. It just chopped it.
Oh.
Pretty cool. It didn't have to process, apparently. It just, like, okay, take this one.
Okay. How do I do the same thing for the different video?
Same way. For me, for you, you'd go here and you could figure out the names of stuff.
Right.
And there's even a kind of a trick with this. You can go. You gotta do that with all of them.
No, just the screen share one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We just changed the name here. You just changed the name here. Oops. Tab means complete.
Not yet. Yeah, I'm gonna change that name too.
And since this one doesn't have the thing, we're gonna just write it. So I don't know what you want to name it.
Whatever. I just delete the old one.
Chop. Same time.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna work on it.
Cool. If you find out that it's horrible content, then don't proceed further.
How would I find it?
Well, I mean, that's a little bit scary thing because like you might not know.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But if the quality sucks, if it's like this is really boring. I mean, it's hard. So pause every once in a while and be like,
section, like, it was interesting. Like, you guys start showing about stuff. Tell Doug to stay out of away from the camera next time. His face half.
I know.
His face is hidden. Step back.
I know. That's okay. Do you wanna try Rook?
Yeah, one thing at a time.
Okay. Have you done? We do some screen sharing. So have you got the screen share video chopped too?
You just did.
Oh, that was that one. Okay. There's 3 videos, right? Speaker, dual screen, and then
Yeah. So, gosh, sorry. Right. So speaker, like every time you guys talk, the speaker switch. That I didn't download yet. The one I download is both of you in the same screen.
Okay.
Which I thought we can kind of zoom into one speaker if one of you just keep talking for the whole time.
Quality won't be as good, but I don't know what's the best thing to do.
Yeah, you guys are not that photogenic anymore.
Fine. Mm. Are there any other good examples for tools? Just a few. What you got?
I'm doing math.
Okay, add the hacker and use one and make it as small as the XKCD one. Keep them both. Okay, make this also print the tool calls, the tool responses. Hmm. What you got?
Shush.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking me something.
No. two visual files. One is you and Doug in the same screen,
Mhm.
and the other one is a shared screen when Doug wants to show you something on his screen.
Mhm.
The screen sharing. So I put those are two videos, and I break cut one section where Doug wants to show you on his screen, so I can switch which one's a layer, the up in front layer.
That feels like the wrong approach so far.
What?
There's supposed to be a sequence. That's what Descript calls it, where you have all the tracks lined up like they're always going to be. And instead of having to put a blade and moving a layer to the front, then you just do like normal and make a scene there. And you change the scene to use the input from this screen track instead of the Doug track.
My approach was, if I can finish.
Sure.
So two file, chop 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 chops at the same section,
Mhm.
and make this one in the front layer. So before that, two of you face all the time, and then from this section, the screen share in the front layer,
Mhm.
and then switch back to you guys.
Mhm.
And if we do that, then there's layer that's not used, so I delete those to make it two.
One track.
Kind of, but it's jumped.
Yeah. Life will be harder.
Life would be harder.
Yeah. You're working against the way Descript likes to work.
The thing is, after I did, well, so far it's good. It worked. But after I did that, I used the remove filler wars
Mm.
audio totally messed up. Like two people talking at the same time, which I don't get.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's after done.
Mhm. Okay.
Is it okay so far? Or do you want me to show you how I did it? I can kind of explain.
Yeah, you explained.
Okay. So far so good as the visual
Should on the
wise
right.
and audio wise.
I can also hover over
Oh, wait,
the whatnot.
your screen. Hang on a second.
Switch.
I just
See
wait.
my
I see it now. I just put it on.
okay, cool. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of spelling and grammar stuff on the right.
Blah, 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 blah.
You can so
he kind of finished explaining.
so yeah,
So I'll switch it back to
I've been been hacking away at this, and it was something that interestingly
so far it's
more or less was done
as long
in a
as this
day,
one it's working.
And in the meantime,
Right.
Yeah. Totally wouldn't do it that way.
Why?
You will suffer because that's a lot more work.
For you're not explaining. You just
You
staring.
you got to see it. You got to see it both ways.
No, you're not explaining enough.
True.
If you don't explain, then you're not convincing me.
What the?
Okay. But I can also show you one more step, the where I see it's not working, and I don't understand why. So audio's just one person talking, and it switch and come back. So far it's okay. When I did the remove filler wars, applied to this situation right now,
Mhm.
and that's what's gonna happen. And then when I play,
good to see a existing functionality.
Good to see you, Doug. Have a great day.
Maybe try a new minor feature.
so like, huh? To me, it doesn't make sense. Like, why it does that?
How many times have you done this cut technique?
Just for this one.
Okay, that's good.
Why?
Because I'm going to ask you to undo it probably. It's that I'm pretty sure that that's a side effect of working against the way the script wants to work.
Okay.
Let me start clicking on stuff. I don't have a great explanation for you yet. I know that I'm right, and I have a bad explanation, so that we're in a bad situation.
Or you want to go back and fix it
Um,
before you do something?
I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna show before I do stuff because I need to explore too. I'm.
Oh, if you don't understand, then that's okay. I'll just do back way.
There are things that I need to show you.
There.
Compositions, Doug speaker compositions, files. Oh wow.
What?
Add. Nope. Add. Yeah, you don't even have a sequence for this project.
No, I didn't. I haven't yet. I tried that one, and then like, oh, you know what? If I do that, then maybe I could do this. So I tried this one.
Yeah, you're kind of using it like an old school editor when the script's whole thing is putting you on a layer above the old school editor. The old school is like you've got all these different tracks and they're all sorted around. The script's like, okay, you got this notion of a sequence that's higher level. A track is one person's video and maybe audio, and another person's video and audio, and the screen video, which might have audio too, um, and the music and all this stuff. And you got to shift the timelines on these things so they line up. And that's literally what you're doing. You're chopping a piece out of one video and putting it here. With a sequence, it's like you just lay all that stuff out on a big timeline. And you say, I don't know which video or audio I'm going to use at any given time, but I'm going to shift it around and get them all kind of like lined up where they go. And you say, that's good, never changes. Maybe you do some like audio adjustment to the sequence. You say like this guy's microphone's too low, so we'll do that right there. But afterwards, it's no change. Then you come back to this. The transcript will, if it's done correctly, should all work right. And then you can say just slash right there, and change over to a different input, and the input's going to be the thing.
I thought that's what I'm gonna do, and I thought like, well, but that means I have two videos lining up. I thought like, I'll make it cleaner. I'll just make one video. For this section, I use this video. For this section, I use this video. I thought that's more easier and cleaner. And apparently, it confused the script for some reason.
Yeah. Can we try to make a sequence just like the start of it?
I will, but I gotta use bathroom.
Okay.
So I'll show you later.
Okay. reread 2, where I updated the lines, and make 3 work the same way. On number 3, make sure that the tools have the same descriptions as on the other one. I wish we had a tool where we had some arguments. Is there any tool that has arguments? Let's brainstorm tools a bit more. Oh, let's try searching Hacker News. Try it and make sure it works first. Sure, add it to both. Also, on the Pydantic AI example, make sure that the tool descriptions and even the argument descriptions are the same as in example number 2. Search Hacker News for John Berryman. Holy crap. There is stuff. Search for John Berryman on Hacker News. Double check that this is the Pydantic AI recommended way for annotating the arguments.
Okay.
For examples 2 and 3, remove everything except for the Hacker News search. read, write, and edit tools, and then add the official skills capability. This might have some good examples. I'm going to wrap up my streaming. All right. Same question. Was it a good day? Short day, fortunately, for today. No, not a good day. Not feeling my oats. Actually feeling a little bit under the weather. I went running 4 miles this morning, but that did not make me more energized. So got a little bit of work done on the demo for my slides, but nothing at all of interest. Womp, 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 womp. That's it.